sleep, and third is on eyes, because a lot of social media. So let's start the session. Welcome each one of you. So nowadays it's called the sleep loss. It's called epidemic. So Professor Matthew, he says in Berkeley University, he's coined this term as catastrophic sleep loss epidemic, which is going on nowadays. So top two challenges are stress and sleep with each and everyone due to this pandemic. So this is the agenda for today's workshop. We will discuss the impact of lack of sleep in our health, little bit importance of sleep, then tips for good sleep. This will be the theoretical part, and then we'll do tapping on anxiety about sleep, and Magnify healing. Then we can share experience and then meditation. So let's start the session. So there's a myth that sleeping more is a luxury, but sleeping is not a luxury, it's a need nowadays. It is required for optimal functioning of our brain, whole overall health. Sleep is not a luxury. So now we'll discuss in detail first the impact of lack of sleep. Lack of sleep means less than 7 hours a day for 3 days a week. That will be counted as lack of sleep. So if we have lack of sleep, we won't be able to concentrate. So concentration on any single activity will become a challenge. Our cognitive processing will slow down. There will be issues with our memory, and performing complex tasks will be challenging, and navigating complicated relationships will be more challenging if there is a lack of sleep. So we all agree with this. So we can introspect and see if there's a lack of sleep. Next day, does it impact us in the same way? Yes, we all agree. So next day we may experience all this, and over long term will be long-term impact. More impact of lack of sleep. So there will be 10 to 12 slides on impact of lack of sleep. The biggest impact is mood swings next day. You can have body ache in the morning, back pain, irritation, impact on health. For at least for 30 minutes to 1 hour, we may take time to just come in the normal mood if there's a lack of sleep. So saw a quote, sharing a quote for working, for example, for leaders, they want to cut down on sleep so that they can speak, they can work more. But as per the quote, it is if you sleep less, and come to work, it's just like making a decision after having 3 cans of beer. And this problem of sleep is global. That insufficient sleep is a global problem. Approximate 30 to 40% of people are experiencing this issue. And it's more in COVID times. And the chronic sleep deprivation is 70 million in US, 45 million in Europe. It could be 100 millions or more in India. Another impact, if we sleep less than 7 hours, our concentration will come down, creativity will come down, moods and productivity come down. And as per research, adults, they complain, 46% complain tiredness upon waking up or general weakness on waking up because of lack of sleep. University students reported drowsiness or tension and nervousness. And working people, they reported 50% negative moods and tension and nervous and irritation. And as per research, in the short term, the impact is on IQ. Long term, it has been associated with Alzheimer's disease. Why the lack of sleep is associated with Alzheimer's disease? When we sleep, our brain expels out the liquid. If we don't sleep properly, that liquid gathers in the brain and that leads to the long-term Alzheimer's disease. So it has a huge impact, short-term, long-term. Or also we call dementia. And this lack of sleep is exaggerated because of stress, and when we do multitasking. Travel is not there. If there's a travel, so lack of sleep, because these three, it increases our challenge more and more. While, for example, while I was traveling, it becomes very different city, country. It takes 3-4 days to settle down, and when you come back again, you get jet lag. It's a huge impact on sleep travel. It has been associated with lack of sleep increases our weight. Why it happens? Why lack of sleep increases our weight? Because stress hormones are released, which increases our level of appetite. We want to eat more and more. We may see that when we are stressed, we tend to eat more junk food. That leads to increased weight. And our ability to metabolize the carbohydrates is reduced. And there is a hormone called ghrelin, which tells it's enough. So that is not produced. So we eat more and more. So these are chemical changes which happen in our body. We tend to crave more and more carbohydrates. So it's a vicious circle. Now, impact on leaders who sleep less. So as per Harvard Business Review research, they become abusive towards subordinates. Engagement with subordinates decreases. They become impulsive. Example, the tweets of Trump. He sleeps less than 4 hours. You can see his impulsiveness. This I will cover later. So without deep sleep, so I'm covering 5 more slides on impact of sleep deprivation. If if there's a lack of sleep, we are more likely to get sick or feel depressed or gain unhealthy weight. So leaders tend to become short-tempered next day. They sleep less. Why it happens? Because there's a hormone in brain that regulates our emotion. So that impacts that part of the brain which regulates our emotions. So emotional control is lost if there's a sleep deprivation. Now work from home, normally if people do in bed. For last 18 months, so showing the research that one person was sharing that what impacts to our sleep if we start working from home, especially in our bed. So what we do, we could be working in bed, eating in bed, laying down, lazing in bed, sleeping in bed. So everything in our bed, if we are doing, so research shows that our brain will think that it's not time to switch off. If you do everything in, especially in work from home environment. So we can share it. Do we agree this? So as per scientific research, we should not do everything in bed, like especially working in bed. We should have a separate place, if possible, for work from home. The reason is brain thinks it's not the time to switch off. So we have covered the impact of lack of sleep in our brain, in our mood, in our working life. So anybody can summarize what all impact sleep has on our health. So whatever we covered, or you want to add anything, the impact of lack of sleep, or summarize any key takeaway. Yeah, one is weight gain. Yeah, irritation is second. Is yeah, concentration, craving for sugar, anger comes up. Is less productivity, restlessness. Correct. Yeah, positive feelings will not come. Confusion, mind will be loss of memory. Yes. Yeah, negative thinking. Very true. Yeah, decision making gets impacted. Our emotional control gets impacted. Yes, feel lethargic whole day. Yes, peak performance is not achieved. Daji also says if you can have a good sleep, it'll have a big impact on our life. And average sleep is 7 hours. Now we have covered the lack of sleep. Now we'll cover importance of sleep. So what happens when we sleep? And scientifically, what happens in the brain? So when we sleep, our brain catalogs the previous day's experiences, the whole day experience. It primes our memory and also triggers the release of hormones for energy, mood, mental activity, growth. So you can see the huge positive thing if you sleep properly. It is just like deleting the whole trash from our laptop, old files, and cataloging the files proper way. Same thing brain does. All the experiences, memories, it catalogs properly and also releases good hormones. Yes, true. The main reason is our work schedule over which we have little control. Especially in work from home, there is more stress as we feel nowadays. In COVID time, this sleep problem has doubled, especially for working. Yeah. And what happens during sleep? More scientific data. This I took from Harvard Business Review article. When we sleep, our brain main function is to eliminate mental wastage or toxins that build up whole day. So this is released, this mental wastage in our brain is released when we sleep. If we don't sleep, this mental wastage can impair our normal cognitive function, short term, long term. And we saw long term, we could have dementia or it could have Alzheimer if this mental wastage is not released daily. So now we'll go to different tips for good sleep. The first one is blue light in the night, especially 2 hours or 1 hour before we sleep. The third thing, as we said, first thing was impacted in COVID time is stress. Second is sleep. Third is our eyes. And biggest impact is artificial light, mobile phones, all electronic devices, TV, laptop, artificial lights. So we all agree this is biggest challenge to our eyes and to our brain and to our sleep. So this one of the tip is to use anti-blue glasses, especially 2 hours before sleep. These are all blue. This impacts our so our brain will think it is still daytime, no need to sleep because of this, especially this artificial blue light. It has huge impact on our brain. It gives signal to brain, no need to sleep, it's still daytime. Yeah, we all agree. Raji also says, yeah, digital detox is very important. And we have our 9 p.m. prayer. May all the distraction in the world go away. So this is one of the distraction, major distraction. Yeah, Tejashri using anti-blue glasses. Very good. Second tip is, as research shows, we should have at least 10 hours gap before any caffeine like coffee, tea, etc. Chocolates too. Because caffeine in any of these things gives signals to brain that it blocks the signal which tells brain to sleep. So that part of brain is that is blocked. So this is in our hands, I think. This we can avoid. At least 10 hours before bedtime. If you're sleeping 10 p.m. is by maximum by noon time we can have tea, coffee. I'm also working on this. This is a challenge for me. So this is in our control. 10 hours. The reason is it blocks the signal to brain which tells us to sleep. And we all know meditation, especially if you do meditation, extra meditation, half an hour before bedtime. And one more, we can look into our pattern. So this is the suggestion given in Harvard Business Review by managing director of Jagran group of companies. So start looking for pattern. Why I'm not able to sleep? Because did I eat immediately before sleeping? Was there any gap? Okay, introspect. Well, I slept and I ate last meal. Was it due to this? Or we can introspect, was it having stress, office stress, or any other stress? Or there was any lack of physical activity in the morning? Or I'm working continuously till night without any breaks? It will further impair our to sleep properly. We may be awake till 2 a.m. if you're working continuously without every 1 hour, 10 minutes break. Especially it's not after lunchtime. So scheduling a break. So what he did the most intense work in the mornings. He scheduled his work, most intense work in the morning, and slow down in the post lunch time, like doing a mundane task. And his by just changing this pattern, it is a huge change in his sleep pattern. So we can also introspect: is it because of late eating, stress, lack of activity, or lack of scheduled breaks? And how we schedule our day-to-day activities. And it's very important, one more tip, to experience daylight in the morning, at least 10 minutes to our eyes. We can close our eyes and stand in front of sun. So our body can experience both day and night. If we are indoors all the time, so this also impacts our sleep by seeing nature, being in nature sometime. This also has a huge impact if we don't expose ourselves to sunlight. Listening to relaxing music is also a good tip. Yes, nature heals us. We can see immediate impact even if we're not able to sleep in the night. But go to sunlight for 10 minutes. It will change our natural circadian rhythm. Daily stand in sunlight for 10 minutes, even while indoor. Maybe normal 7 a.m., 8 a.m. You see the sunrise. So as told me, people who are doing this restart better mind, they are given a special copyrighted music, so they get good sleep by listening to that copyrighted music. Exercising during the day also increases, helps us in deep sleep. You can try aromatherapy by putting lavender oil, 2 3 drops of lavender oil on our wrist or on pillow. We can practice journaling or writing before sleep, especially all our to-do list. Because whenever we go to sleep, all pending activities normally come. So this is a great help. If you can write down our next day activities. Yes, rising sunset, sunrise is wonderful experience. This has a very good impact on our sleep by writing everything before we get to sleep. Because this, whatever we write, journal, it then it avoid it coming in the sleep. So scientifically it's proved that whenever we write, all our emotions are transferred to the book or the notes where we write. It is not in our brain, it is shifted, transferred to the journal. Reading something, a physical book, reading a physical book before sleep is also a good idea. And there's some common kitchen spices we can use, like combination of nutmeg, cinnamon, fennel. It has been proved that it helps us to relax. Or chamomile tea is also good just before sleeping. It relaxes us. And also before we sleep, we can darken the whole room so that our brain thinks it's time to sleep. Power naps also are good tips, but maximum 20 minutes. If you're working from home, if you want to cover up our sleep, power naps also helps us. But maximum 20 minutes. Keep alarm. So as per research, this power nap is much better than cup of coffee. Much healthier than cup of coffee. Power naps. But if we sleep more than half an hour, it will have reverse effect because it takes our body 30 minutes to be fully alert. If you go to deep sleep, more than 30 minutes in the afternoon. Yes, turmeric milk with cinnamon is good idea. Yes, Indiraji. So this now theoretical presentation is finished. So you can share any more good ideas for good sleep, if not covered, or you can summarize one key takeaway. Power nap is just doing relax in the afternoon, relax for 10-15 minutes. That's called power nap. Maximum 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. Yes, criminology, yeah, prayer before sleeping has a huge impact. Yes. Our nighttime prayer, 9 p.m. prayer, maximum 10 before sleeping. Yes. Yes, digital detox, Pankaj, yes. Very helpful. Yes, ice cube technique we will do now. Yes, sister, keeping mind totally engaged will give good sleep. Yes, yoga before sleeping. Yes. Not yeah. Yoga in the morning, yes. Yoga and exercises helps in good sleep. Yes, laugh for 10 minutes, very good. And gratitude journal, excellent. Yoga Nindra or it's, yeah, excellent. Yoga Nindra or power nap. You can do either. Yoga Nindra of 20 minutes almost equal to 1 hour sleep, 1 or 2 hours sleep. Yes, before sleeping, relaxation by heartfulness. Yeah, excellent ideas. Yeah, cleaning around sunset is reading whispers is excellent. Yeah, reading physical book. Try to avoid mobiles, reading whispers from mobile. If you have a physical book, it will have bigger impact. and surrender to master. Yeah, bedtime prayer. So we have covered impact of sleep, importance of sleep, and tips for good sleep. Now we'll do tapping about anxiety about sleep. Yes, Ajiji told us, wash your feet before going to bed, especially in salt water. This is also excellent idea. Washing your feet in salt water, warm salt water before we go to sleep. Because the salt water will absorb all the negative energy thoughts. Go. Now we'll go to the EFT technique. So I'll repeat again what is tapping technique. It is just like a psychological acupressure. We have Chinese meridian points or acupressure for acupuncture. Same way for emotional, when we tap all these points, it will be a delete button for our emotions or patterns of behavior. So according to developer Gary Gray of EFT, any disruption in our energy, it calls all negative emotions and pain. Just like acupuncture of acupressure, EFT also focuses on meridian points or energy hotspots. When we tap very gently, it helps us to restore balance of body's energy. So all the blockages are removed. Especially this is very good for removing our old self-beliefs. And we restore our balance to doing this. So if you all are ready, let's do tapping for falling asleep faster. So all of us, do we need this tip? Do we need this tapping? Are you looking forward for this technique to sleep faster? As one of the technique. There are many techniques. This is one of them. Okay. Let's start this for 10 to 15 minutes. So we can close our eyes very gently and find out any stress or anxiety we have experienced in the past when we try to go to sleep, the process of sleeping. So this will release the stress, past habits, memories of process of sleeping. Tune in into your any frustration out or stress about your sleeping process. For last 1 month, you can introspect. Was there any frustration or stress as you went to sleep? Was your mind awake for many hours or minutes before going into sleep? Because in this process, we will be able to fall asleep much faster. So was your mind awake for hours and hours, just lying in bed, thinking what to do, mobile? So was this your pattern? Were you feeling anxiety when you're thinking of trying to fall asleep? You can give your stress levels or your uh, frustration level, anxiety level as you feel about your last 1 month patterns. Scale 1 to 10. So how good are you sleeping fast? Scale is 1. Any stress is highest stress level is 10. You can either note down or put in chat window and we compare. So it's range 8, 4, 8, Bhavisha ji 8, 9, Dr. Bandhana ji. Sheto's excellent 1. She's good sleep. Yes. Vipurji 3. Murli Krishnanji 7. Excellent, no stress. Is very good. Jai 7. So all we can 3 to 4 Amitji we can write down or mentally note. Kameshwarji, no stress. Good. Sandeepji 8. So let's start. We can note down or put in chat window and compare after 20 minutes. So I will display the tapping points and then we can close our eyes and do it. This is the karate chop point. We have to use 2 fingers to tap. This is the eyebrow point. This is the side of eye point. This below eyes point. Under nose point. Under mouth. This is the collarbone point. Underarm point. And top of it. So if all are clear, we'll start. All the points are clear, right? So we will be doing by closing eyes to feel, so that we can feel and release the pattern of behavior. So let's close eyes and we will tap very gently without hurting. We can say aloud or say silently to ourselves. So in this, when we start tapping, we'll first bring out negative feelings, release it, and then turn on the positive feelings. We'll tap and say, even though by closing eyes, I don't fall asleep quickly, I choose to relax now. Even though I just don't fall asleep quickly, I choose to relax now. Even though I've never been able to fall asleep quickly, I release these old patterns now. Even trying to sleep stresses me out, I choose to feel safe now. Even trying to sleep stresses me out, I choose to feel safe now. I've never been able to fall asleep quickly, I release these old patterns now. Eyebrow, it is hard to fall asleep quickly. It is hard to fall asleep quickly. It is hard to fall asleep quickly. Side of the eye, I just lie down, not able to sleep. I just lie down in the bed, not able to sleep. I just lie down in the bed, not able to sleep. Blue eyes, I expect myself to struggle. I expect myself to struggle. I expect myself to struggle. Under nose, how do other people fall asleep quickly? How come others are able to sleep quickly? How come others are able to sleep quickly? In the mouth, this is frustrating. This lack of sleep is frustrating. This inability to sleep quickly is frustrating. Collarbone, I just want to sleep. 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 Under the arm, as soon as I start sleeping, I get stressed. As soon as I start sleeping, I get stressed. As soon as I start sleeping, I get stressed. Top of the head, thinking about sleeping. Thinking about sleeping. Thinking about sleeping. Eyebrow point, Sleep stresses me out. Sleep stresses me out. Sleep stresses me out. Said the I, because I know it is going to take time before I fall asleep. It is going to take time before I fall asleep. It is going to take time before I fall asleep. It is going to take time before I fall asleep. Close the eyes. It is so frustrating. Below eye, it is so frustrating. Lack of sleep. This inability to sleep is so frustrating. Under the nose, I don't know how to change this pattern. I don't know how to change this pattern. I don't know how to change this pattern. The mouth, because that is what it is. Because that is what is. Collarbone, it is an old pattern. 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 Under the arm, maybe I can change it. Maybe there is a new way to change it. Maybe there is a new way to change it. Top of the head, I allow myself to fall asleep quickly, easily. I allow myself to fall asleep quickly, easily. I allow myself to fall asleep quickly, easily. Next round, eyebrow point. Now you can visualize past history for trouble in sleeping. What happens when you're trying to go to sleep? Visualize your feelings, emotions, and visualize yourself trying to go to sleep and keep tapping on eyebrow point while visualizing. Visualize the day when you're not able to sleep. Visualize and also feel like experience what happened when not able to sleep. Sad eye, think of the time you go to bed, what thoughts come up. Think of all the thoughts which come up when we go to sleep. Think and tap, keep on tapping on side of eye, all the thoughts which come up before I go to sleep. Below eyes, think all the techniques tried till now when you were awake and what impacted your body when you were not able to sleep properly and the impact next day. Think of everything you tried. Think of all the impact it had on next day, not able to sleep properly. Under the nose, feeling now present, safe, strong. Ask, can I let go of past patterns? Ask this question ourselves. Can I let go of all these patterns? And also start feeling strong, safe, and present. Ask question, can I let go of old patterns? Under the mouth. If there's any resistance, just notice of letting go of old pattern. Collarbone. If you become very good sleeper, imagine the feelings now. The energy level you will get after becoming a good sleeper, quick sleeper, calm and peace state. You can feel in the body. Imagine yourself becoming a good sleeper and it impacts energy level on whole body, on health, on emotions of feeling of calmness, peace state. Under the arm, releasing all the past frustrations. I'm releasing all the past frustrations. Releasing all the past frustrations. Releasing all the past frustrations. releasing all past frustrations, top of the head, releasing more and more relaxation is felt. Now it's safe to let go of old patterns. It is safe to let go of old patterns. Feeling safe to let go of all old patterns. Eyebrow point. Underarm is below armpit. Eyebrow point, it is safe to relax and sleep deeply. Eyebrow point, it is safe to relax now and sleep deeply. It's safe to let go of all frustrations. It is safe to relax, safe to have a deep sleep. Safe to release all frustrations, all the old frustrations, all the old patterns. Side of the eye, little by little, little by little, little by little, below eyes, releasing all the old stress, releasing all the old patterns, releasing all the old frustrations. On the nose, all the old stories are released. All the old stories are released. In the mouth, what if I can lay in bed? What if you can lie in bed, collarbone, and instantly relax? What if I lie in bed and instantly relax? What if I keep bed only for sleep? What if I choose to keep bed only for sleeping? And now, how good that will feel? How good will that feel? How good will that feel? Top of the head. I'm letting go and know I can easily fall asleep. I'm letting go of everything and I know that I can easily fall asleep. Top of the head, I'm letting go of everything and I know that I can easily fall asleep. Last round of typing. Now this is the positive round. First we bring out all negative emotions, then release, then we do affirmation of positive. Eyebrow point, I let myself relax completely. I let myself relax completely. Side of the eye, I let go of old stories. Let go of all the old stories. Let go of all the old stories. Below eyes, releasing all the old stress, frustration from every cell of my body. Below eyes, releasing all the old stress, frustration from every cell of my body. Under the nose, so I can relax now. So I can relax now. So I can relax now. On the mouth, relax at deeper level. Deeper level relaxation. More deeper level relaxation. Deeper level relaxation. Collarbone, relaxing completely. Relaxing completely. Deeper relaxation. Deeper relaxation. And the arm, letting everything go. Letting it all go. Letting it all go. Letting it all go. Letting it all go. Top of the head. Relaxing now. Relaxing now. Relaxing now. You can take 3 deep inhale, slow exhale. And at this point of time, very important to have glass of water. It will take 30 seconds to have glass of water. After having glass of water, we can share chat window. Any change after this, I think 20 minutes of tapping. इनका 9-8 था. Any change happened? 9-8-8-9. Indira ji, wonderful, soothing experience. Relaxing. Relaxed. Last round, I was almost asleep. Himali ji, 5-0. Neelam ji, 8-2. Excellent. 3-1. Deepak Khanduri ji, very soothing. Relax. 7-1. Murali Krishna ji. Yashvi ji, relaxed and assured. Amya ji. So I'll be sharing this recording. You can do it again. 5-0. Ashish, excellent. 9-2. Excellent. Vandana ji. Sandeep ji, yawning. Happy, energetic. Excellent. I think very good feedback of this tapping. So it's an emotional acupressure technique, you can say. It releases emotion. It releases the patterns of behavior or set patterns in our brain. Even the lack of confidence, if somebody has a presentation or fear of flying an aeroplane, all this can go away with this tapping technique. Because the energy meridians are blocked, when we tap, they release. Yeah, this technique I've been practicing for 15 years. As I told, I was most angry person. I needed it. I was afraid of even speaking in front of people. I used to shake, my hand used to shake. So I used all this cleaning method and all the EFT techniques to for self improvement. Bhavishya, 8-1, excellent. I especially use this EFT 10 years back for presentations. It had excellent impact on me. 8-3. So all now we are ready for Magnify healing. जो 3 भी रह गया, अगर 3 को भी 0 या 1 कर देंगे. By this healing session, it will happen. So if you're all ready, you can say yes. All are ready. Thanks. So here we don't have to do anything. You can also lie down for 10 minutes, or you can just relax in the chair. No use of mind at all. So let's start. So I need your permissions. I assume I have your permission. Magnify healing energy has started going to head region. It's also going to mental body, emotional body. Complete relaxation is felt in the head. Mind is relaxing, emotions are relaxing. It's also going to central nervous system. More deep relaxation is happening as the healing energy is going to head, emotional body, mental body, nervous system. Now it is going to eyes. COVID times, eyes are the most impacted. In addition to stress sleep, healing is happening to both eyes. And also going below eyes, pineal gland, pituitary gland, thalamus gland, master glands controlling the whole brain. Any stress, worry is melting away. More deeper relaxation. Eyes are completely relaxed. Each and every cell of the eyes are receiving this healing energy. Now healing is going to throat, thymus gland, that is collarbone. Around collarbone we have thymus gland and also to thyroid gland. Any pain in throat, neck is melting away. It's also going to shoulder pain. If anybody has shoulder pain, left or right side, also going shoulder area. Now it's going to circulatory system, heart, respiratory system, lungs, and to the whole spine. Now it's going to digestive system and pancreas. Any lower back pain. Now it's going to all organs around digestive system, kidney, liver, adrenal glands. Any stress hormone stored adrenal glands is melting away. Spleen and whole digestive system. Now it's going to any lower back pain, root chakra of strength, confidence, balance. It's going to mental body, emotional body again, the whole aura. Lymphatic system, metabolic system, muscular system, whole skeletal system, bone marrow. Now it's going to knees, any pain in upper legs, above knee or on the knee. And pain is melting away from knees. Going to ankles and feet, lower legs below knee joint. Thank you. This healing session is finished. So before we share, we will do 5 minutes method of deep sleep, and then small meditation, and then we can share. So this is a guided 2 minutes guided sleep meditation by Heartfulness.
Health and
You can say yes if voice is audible.
sound sleep is essential for good health and mental well-being.
Okay, thanks. I'll restart.
For some, drinking a sound Sound sleep is essential for good health and mental well being. For some, drinking a glass of warm milk before bed can encourage a healthy sleep pattern. Yet many of us have trouble sleeping. We are endlessly thinking about stuff. Stuff at home, stuff at work, stuff we've done, stuff we want to do. The harder we try to sleep, the more difficult it becomes. Before reaching for the pills, try this very simple mental exercise. Lie down and close your eyes gently. Imagine there is ice about 8 inches above your head. Now, imagine the coolness from the ice traveling down towards your head. It moves from the top of your head to your forehead and temples, and all the way to the back of the head. Feel your head cool down as you enter a state of rest.
So I'm giving the link of this YouTube video chat box. We'll do 10 minutes meditation and 10 minutes we can share about the session. And the group leader can also share 21-day challenge. Gently close our eyes. You can observe the room where we are sitting. Just observe what's happening in the room. Everything around me. Slowly we enter different levels of awareness or koshas. The first is physical body, Annamaya kosha. Observe how do we feel from tip of the toe to top of head. Very gently we move inwards to bigger level of awareness, pranamaya kosha or breathing. As a neutral person, we can observe is my left nostril active or right? How I am breathing. Which nostril is more active? This kosha is linked between my body and mind. Go more deeper inside, much bigger level of awareness. Anandmaya kosha, mind. Manomaya kosha, or mind. Watch as a neutral person, my thoughts are in past, future, or present. Try to witness. We go more deeper into more bigger level of awareness. Vignanmaya kosha. Feelings. How do I feel now? Going more deeper into much bigger level of awareness. Anandmaya kosha. Bliss inside my heart. We start meditation with thought, giving subtle suggestion that source of divine light already exists in my heart. It's pulling my attention inwards. Master himself meditating on his own form. Mind is resting in my heart. I can feel Master's presence in my heart. Master himself is doing meditation in his own form. Thought of divine light has converted to feelings of peace, calmness, tranquility, more deeper inside. Let's meditate for 5 minutes. Now for 30 seconds, we can observe the condition given by Master in our heart. May it expand 10 times and being absorbed by each and every cell of my physical body, subtle bodies. It's multiplied 100 times, going to each and every corner of the room, expanding to whole home, all family members are absorbed in this condition. The whole neighborhood, the whole city, the whole country, the whole universe. May the whole world be engulfed with this condition of peace, calmness, tranquility, serenity. May Master's grace engulf the whole world. All be godly remembrance, heart full of intense love, devotion, faith in Master. All be healthy, happy, joyful. Pray for our Master's good health, happiness, long life, success in all of his projects. For 30 more seconds, we can observe the condition in our heart. So whenever you feel like, you can open eyes. So anybody can share, they can raise their hands. It could be about today's session, any key takeaways and how you felt. It could be about 21 days challenge, 2 minutes each. Raise our hands, anybody. Yes, Pankaj, you can unmute and share.
Namaste, brother. Good evening, everyone. Brother, I think what most of us in our group were facing was, as a 21-day challenge. I think getting up early is something which is, challenging. Either you are not able to, wind up things early, not able to go to bed early, or, you feel very lethargic getting up. Either of these two. I think today's session, I think, covers a lot of those challenging points for every one of us in terms of how to unwind. Coincidentally, we were sharing a few of these points last week in terms of getting away from digital devices to try and get away from these things before at least 60-90 minutes before we go to sleep. So that ways, I think today's session would really work wonders. Thank you.
Thank you very much for sharing, Pankaj ji. इंदिरा जी, आप अनम्यूट करके शेयर कर सकते हैं.
वेरी गुड इवनिंग. मैं सिर्फ आज के सेशन के लिए बात करूंगी क्योंकि मैंने पहले के सेशन उतने नहीं अटेंड किए. हैबिट वर्कशॉप अटेंड किया था मैंने, पर ये आज का तो बहुत ही वंडरफुल एक्सपीरियंस था. टोटली ऐसे लिटरली आई गोइंग टू साउंड स्लीप ऐसे लगा मुझे बहुत. और ये जो आज का जो सेशन जो टेक्निक है, इट्स वेरी वंडरफुल, अमेजिंग. थैंक यू ब्रदर.
Thank you very much, Sister Indira ji, for sharing. Sister Tejashri ji, आप अनम्यूट करके शेयर.
Yes, brother. So these 21 days challenge, I think it's really working well. I mean, even though we are not few people, like we are not able to get up 5, but still we are trying to do that. Maybe somehow to do more work the previous day and could have slept, or some reasons might be there, valid ones, but still we are trying to motivate ourselves among ourselves and then get up early. So this WhatsApp group is helping a lot. As I can see good morning messages from people who are getting up early, so that keeps me motivating whenever I see it. And I feel thankful for all of our group members and you, Deepak ji, for conducting this habit sessions. Mostly about today's session, sleep is it's very important, as we know, and a lot of techniques are provided. So I think it would be beneficial to all of us. And for me, especially, I just the key takeaway is I wouldn't take many breaks during my work. I used to sit like I'll sit for long hours and then without taking any breaks till if it is like 7 to 8 hours something as such. So I have to do that maybe 1 hour each 1 hour 10 minutes. I can just take a break. It would be helpful. Thanks much, brother.
Yeah, it will create a lot of changes. Try breaks, which have huge impact. Energy level will go up. Thanks a lot for sharing, Tejashree ji. प्रीतम जी आप शेयर कर सकते हैं अनम्यूटिंग.
Yes, brother. Good evening, brothers and sisters. Actually, after going through this habit session and also join, I keep motivated myself to join another 90 days challenge of heartfulness practice, and then I could able to get up early in the morning nowadays, following the 21 days challenge as well. And for that, actually the main thing required is to go to. I'm sorry for that. There was a call. So I could, we need to go to bed early around 10:30 to 11. Then only you could able to get up at 4:30. And I would like to share another point which was shared by another brother during a session, which was told by Chariji Maharaj. He mentioned that as soon as you awake in the bed in the morning, you should get out of the bed immediately. And the first 2 minutes is very, very important, to make any activity active. So he suggested to get up out of the bed immediately as soon as you wake up. Otherwise, if you see, I will get up after 5 minutes, definitely will fall asleep within that 5 minutes. So that is the tip he shared. So I would like to share that tip to all of the participants here to make use of it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for sharing. Thank you. Sandeep ji, आपको you can unmute and share.
Yeah, brother, good evening to all. All these sessions are going very nicely and a lot of learnings are taking place, no doubt about it. Every session there are some takeaway and we are certainly learning. And once again, thanks to Brother Deepak, who is putting his heart and soul in preparing this presentation and giving. And really, our group is really enjoying and we are very much highly motivated. As you know that as per 21 days challenges are concerned, as you know that as per early get up is not a challenge for us. And there are one comment from Sister Udaya is there in our group that this week went nicely. I will like to read that. I like to read that. This week went nicely. I have completed all taken activities, feeling happy. Thanks to Master and thanks to Deepak brother. Right. So even in today's session, actually, since morning, I was a very hectic schedule was there. So after the session, I was like zoning. I was feeling like I should go to bed and take a nap. So that was there. So thanks, brother, and may Master bless and guide us. Okay, thank you to everyone.
Thank you very much. Thanks for good feedback. Anybody want to share?